Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for joining us. Topping our news today at noon, Donald Trump will be on stage rallying a crowd in Tampa this afternoon. The GOP nominee brings his campaign back to the Bay Area in hopes of getting more support there. ABC 7's Kate Flexter joins us now live from the Florida State Fairgrounds in Tampa with a preview of what we can expect. Kate?
Scott, we're live here at the State Fairgrounds in Tampa, just an hour away from Donald Trump taking the stage. And as he does, there are a couple of really important things to keep in mind. For one, he is trailing in the polls here in Florida by 4.5 points. That's according to Real Politics. That's why he set his sights on the Sunshine State. Now, he's also set his sights on minority voters. A lot of political analysts say he needs that vote in order to win this election. Now, on top of that, people are saying we may see a new Trump taking the stage here today. People have been calling him teleprompter Trump. That's because he's been a lot more scripted, a little more reserved, not so off the cuff. Some people think that's a really good thing. Others prefer the off the cuff Trump.
You get Trump on a teleprompter and it controls him a little more compared to like his free speech that he really throws out there. That's really him.
His off-the-cuff remarks is refreshing because nobody else has the nerve to go do that.
Now, if you're interested in catching his speech in its entirety, we're going to be streaming it on mysuncoast.com, so be sure to tune in there. Scott?
Yeah, and Kate, tell me more about the crowd out there today. I know you just had some rain go through there, so that may have scattered people.
Yeah, we certainly have seen the crowd diminish in the past few minutes. Not much of a crowd right now, but it was pretty large, stretching around the block, as you just saw in those pictures. And we were expecting some protesters, but they haven't shown up yet. We'll keep you updated with that.
All right, Kate, thank you so much. And of course, a full report on Trump's visit to the Tampa Bay area coming up in our evening newscast beginning at 5. In other news, a Manatee County man wanted for questioning in the death of an infant turns himself into police. 21-year-old Eric Neri is in custody with Bradenton police. Investigators believe he could be linked to the death of a 10-month-old child. He also has active warrants for child abuse and child neglect with great harm for a 3-year-old child he was watching. Police were called to Manatee Memorial Hospital yesterday after reports of a dead child. They learned the baby was last seen with Neri. Neri turned himself into police this morning. They're currently questioning him. We'll have more on this story tonight in our evening newscast. Manatee County is hoping to respond better to storm emergencies and disasters by getting more involved in social media. Bradenton police, firefighters, animal services, and others gathered yesterday to talk with a social media expert on how to become more online savvy with residents during a time of crisis. Expert Leila Martini says Manatee County could have a more coordinated emergency response within 24 hours if leaders allow social media to be a part of their disaster planning. She also recommends agencies set up a social media policy so residents know what to use and how to reach them. A Manatee County boy is being called a hero after saving the lives of some baby sea turtles. Aiden Henson was walking with his family along Gulf Avenue in Bradenton Beach when he spotted the loggerhead sea turtles trapped in a storm drain. The 4-year-old immediately jumped into action, notifying a wildlife rescue group and FWC. Together, they came out to lift the heavy storm lid and get those turtles out. There were 4 of them inside. Crews say the drain led to a retention pond and there wasn't a lot of water in the drain, so the turtles could have died. Wildlife officials say Aiden is a hero for spotting them and suggest he may be a wildlife rescuer himself when he grows up. He's off to a great start, that's for sure. Time to get a check on our weather now. John is off, and I want to welcome Josh Stone to ABC 7, his first day on the air here, and great to see you again.
Scott, it's quite a
Many years
surreal.
ago, Josh interned here at ABC 7, and it's great to see you back on the air again.
And Scott, you were doing sports at the time, and
Yeah.
just a lot of changes have happened over the years, but you're still here, and it's great to be at the desk with you. It's kind of a surreal moment for me, monumental, actually.
That's awesome, and you've got a lot to talk about today in the weather
I
scene.
do. So let's get right to it. It's going to be another warm one with easterly winds coming around this area of high pressure to our north. Our current temperature in Sarasota is 91. We could actually top out in the mid-90s today. Yesterday we topped out at 99. I don't think we're going to get that high today, but it's still going to be a warm one and muggy. You can see the dew point at 75 degrees. Now, we had some rain in Tampa. For our area, for the most part, everything is fairly dry, but that will change as the afternoon hours continue to go on, and we'll have some shower activity a little more widespread by later today. Scott.
All right, Josh, thank you. Sarasota County will ask the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to take another hard look at a plan to re-nourish Lido Beach. Commissioners voting yesterday to ask the Corps to perform an environmental impact study, which would analyze how the project would affect the beaches on Siesta Key. The recommendation comes after Siesta Key residents showed concern the project could lead to erosion on Siesta. The renourishment project calls for dredging 1 million cubic yards of sand from Big Pass, which is between Lido and Siesta Keys. More shops and restaurants could be coming to Venice Avenue area. The City Council voting to change land development codes in that area. The land was originally reserved for auto shops and big retail stores, but now property owners are looking to rent out space to smaller shops. The change in code would also allow for more multifamily developments on Venice Avenue between the Intracoastal Waterway and US 41 bypass. Time now to head over to the kitchen and check in with ABC 7 Culinary Director Judy Gallagher. She joins us today with a special guest in the kitchen. Judy?
Oh, welcome to the kitchen today. I'm excited because I have the luxury of having a great chef in the kitchen. This is Chef Juan from Brasa and Pisco, located on North Lockwood Ridge and University. And Juan, I have to tell you, your food is amazing. One of my favorite Peruvian restaurants, not just on the Suncoast, but in the country. So what are you preparing today?
Yes, today we're making a quinoa salad with some beautiful preserved lemons and a nice seared tuna.
It sounds perfect. It's going to be light, and this is something you're going to learn how to make preserved lemons at home. So stay with us throughout the hours. We bring you the flavors of Peru in a creative modern twist from Brasa and Pisco and my friend Chef Juan. We'll be back in just a few minutes to start cooking.
Shop GoWildHonda.com. Lease a new Civic for $174 and no down payment, just $174. Get great clearance deals now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today.
Don't miss the Weddings of Sarasota 16th Annual Wedding Show at the iconic Sarasota Municipal Auditorium on US 41, Sunday, August 28th from noon to 4 p.m. The runway show is on the stage at 3 p.m. Enjoy hors d'oeuvres and live entertainment. $2,000 in Weddings of Sarasota dollars will be given away after the runway show, but you must be present to win. Make sure to pre-register at weddingsofsarasota.com. Brides and grooms are free if registered by midnight, August 26th. Guests only $5. Weddings of Sarasota. Register today.
Do you have what it takes to become a champion? The Sarasota YMCA Shark Swim Team has been developing champions since 1961. Fall swim team tryouts for kids ages 6 through 18 are being held August 15th through the 18th and August 22nd to the 25th from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Tryouts are held at the Evelyn Sadler Jones Branch, YMCA's Selby Aquatic Center. For more information, visit sarasotayMCA.org/sharks.
Welcome back, two of my favorite guests, Cash 3 and Play 4.
Surprise! We're Pick 3 and Pick 4 now.
Whoa!
But we still play exactly the same. We just got a fresh new look.
Speaking of surprises, I have one for you. Say hello to Pick 2 and Pick 5!
Introducing the complete Pick family of games.
We're family now.
The new Pick 2 and Pick 5 have joined Pick 3 and Pick 4 to give you more choices in your daily gameplay. The Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
Shop GoWildHonda.com. Lease a new Accord for $189 and no down payment, just $189 or 0.9% APR. Get great clearance deals now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Good to see you. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone in for John Scalzi on this Wednesday. And, well, the tropics are heating up, and that's what we're going to talk about right now. We do have a tropical storm. This is Gaston. We have sustained winds at 70 miles per hour with gusts of 85 miles per hour. As you can see, the track, though, this takes it up into the northern Atlantic. It could become a hurricane by Saturday, but other than shipping interest, this thing is going to stay away from land, so that's good news. What about other things going on in the tropics? Well, something very interesting taking place. This is Invest 99L, and this looks quite interesting because it's becoming more healthy and a little more organized here as it enters into the Lesser Antilles. So where's this thing going to go? That's the million-dollar question. We have dry air in front of it. We have some high terrain in Hispaniola and Cuba. And also we have a very strong ridge of high pressure. So there's a few obstacles for this to overcome in order for it to get going. However, looks like now some models are jumping on board to have this thing become a little more organized and come our way. So you'll definitely want to stay tuned to Bob Harrigan tonight at 5 for the latest on this. Of course, go to mysuncoast.com or check us out on Facebook for the latest on this developing storm. Looks like it could come into our area by next Sunday, or excuse me, this coming Sunday and into Monday. All right, for our area, easterly wind bringing in showers and storms on the spine of the state. Nothing for us right now, but that'll change as we go through the afternoon hours. More storms fire up, and then we get to do it all over again as we get into tomorrow. Our highs right now, rather warm in the lower 90s around the entire Suncoast, and you're talking about the heat. Well, it feels like it's 100 in Sarasota right now, so wow. Also in Arcadia and the inland portions of our viewing area. High pressure in control, a strong ridge of high pressure, bringing that easterly wind around it, and that's helping to ignite the showers and storms we'll experience this afternoon. Taking the boat out today, northeasterly winds becoming north at 10 to 15 knots, seas at 2 feet, with a moderate chop in the bays, and our water temperature very warm, 87 degrees, and put your sunscreen on because we do have a high UV index, and as you can see, showers and storms throughout the next several days, highs in the 90s. Scott?
Okay, Josh, thank you so much. Sarasota County will host a statewide neighborhoods conference in October. It's an important event for homeowners looking to find ways to improve and empower their neighborhoods. Joining us today to talk more about the conference is Sarasota County Neighborhood Services Manager Jane Grogg. Jane, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Well, this is a statewide conference and a pretty big deal, I guess, for Sarasota County and Venice. Tell us more about the conference and what it's all about.
Our conference is 3 days of learning, workshops, and tours and information for homeowners, neighborhood associations, and community property managers and government folks who work with neighborhoods to learn about ways to improve their neighborhood and also network and have a good time.
It sounds like a great event for those who are maybe very active in their neighborhood, their homeowners association, but you know, why should just the average homeowner be interested in attending this?
Some people have heard about HOA horror stories, and hopefully that's not the norm, but there are also lots of great examples of things that are going on in other neighborhoods around the state of Florida, and this is a way for people to apply those practices in their neighborhood and find out ways to make their area better.
Now, Sarasota County, I know year-round has a lot of ways people can try to improve their neighborhoods through grant programs and other ways. Tell us more about that.
Sarasota County Neighborhood Services has a matching grant program up to $10,000. We offer that twice a year. Neighborhoods can improve their environment, safety, health, and bring their neighbors together, and we have 2 cycles a year, and we'd love to have more people learn about it and take advantage of that program.
Well, how can people sign up now or get more information for the October Neighborhoods Conference?
Well, folks visit the Florida Neighborhoods Conference website at at FloridaNeighborhoodsConference.org. They can register there. It's $50 now until September 2nd when the early bird goes away, and we'd love to have as many people come out and join us for this fabulous event.
And there's all the information you need to know about it. It happens October 13th through the 15th at the Venice Community Center. That's on Nokomis Avenue on the island of Venice. Registration is $50. And you can go online, right, to sign up, Jane?
Yes, please do. And also visit scgov.net, Sarasota County's website, for more information about neighborhood programs.
Awesome. Jane, we wish you the best of luck with that, and we hope you get a big crowd out there, people interested in improving their neighborhoods, maybe getting more involved and making our community a much better place for everyone to live. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. In health news today, a new alert for parents about the amount of sugar your kids should eat each day. According to recommendations from the American Heart Association, children ages 2 to 18 should not be consuming more than 6 teaspoons of sugar per day. That's equivalent to about 25 grams. The lead author in the study says a sugar-ridden diet is strongly associated with obesity, abnormal cholesterol, and fatty liver disease, all of which could increase chances for cardiovascular problems later in life. A Central Florida teen is beating the odds by fighting back a deadly bacteria. 16-year-old Sebastian De Leon is recovering today from the unthinkable, a rare and deadly brain-eating amoeba. Doctors believe the teen may have been exposed to the bacteria while working as a camp counselor near a freshwater lake earlier this month. The amoeba lives in warm freshwater lakes and rivers and can cause severe headaches, fever, nausea, vomiting, and even death. Sebastian was admitted 4 days later and placed in a medically induced coma for over a week, but now doctors say his condition seems to be improving.
We woke him up and we decided to take the breathing tube out, and within hours he spoke.
He's currently walking, talking. It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
You can see these doctors are stumped by this because the brain-eating amoeba kills 97% of those infected. So Sebastian is considered a very, very lucky young man. Still to come in your Suncoast News, the death toll climbs in Italy after an earthquake devastates 3 small towns in central part of the nation. We'll have the latest from there. Plus, another preview of high school football. This time, we're checking out the Booker High School Tornadoes. That's coming up next.
Mom needed more care than we could provide, so we called Granny Nannies. She now has around-the-clock caregivers, and we have peace of mind. Thanks to them, she's where she belongs, at home.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Hurricane season is here. We'll make sure you're prepared. Watch our hurricane special on our ABC7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Welcome to the all-new Seymour Buick GMC on the island of Venice.
Seymour smiles.
Seymour selection of quality new and pre-owned vehicles.
Seymour for your trade-in.
Seymour savings.
Step up to GMC and get cash back for up to 12% of the MSRP on these select 2016 GMC vehicles. That's over $9,300 cash back on this Yukon.
Seymour now at Seymour Buick GMC on the island of Venice. Go to SeymourBuickGMC.com.
Attention, this is an important message for anyone who had an IVC filter placed to prevent blood clots from traveling to their heart or lungs. Did your IVC filter move, break, or cause organ damage? The FDA warns that IVC filters may cause serious complications, such as heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, even death. If you or a loved one suffered serious complications, call IVC Filter Helpline now. You may be entitled to compensation. IVC filters are designed to prevent blood clots. If your IVC filter moved or broke and you suffered heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, or if a loved one died as a result, call IVC Filter Helpline today. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone. Call IVC Filter Helpline now.
Please call 800-897-6764. That is 800-897-6764.
At Granny Nannies, we provide your loved ones with the care they deserve, compassionate and experienced help right where you need it most, at home. Visit us at GrannyNannies.com.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
The Booker Tornadoes come into this season with a load of talent, and as ABC7's Don Brennan shows us, they also have a coach who has stuck around long enough to take advantage of that talent. Don?
Thanks, Scott. Now, the old football cliche is that success starts in the trenches, and if that's the case, then these Tornadoes will be going places this year. After missing the playoffs last year, the Booker Tornadoes have big plans for this one.
Being a district champions and going to the playoffs, getting in the end zone, being in the air a lot, running the ball with a good back, so that's pretty it.
Senior defensive tackle Kelvin Pinkney plays on both the offensive and defensive line, so he has a unique vantage point from which to see the talent around him.
Offense, we have a great O-line. Make sure we get our blocks done, execute. We just need to communicate more. The strengths on defense, we have a lot of physicality, a lot of speed.
Head coach Rashard Goodwin is beginning his third season, and as happy as the kids are to have a coach who has stuck around, he's even happier that they are more than just a talented bunch.
All the intangible things that you ask for your young men to grow up and develop into, it's been special to be a part of. And the off season has been great. We have a great group of kids. And I'm just thankful to have the opportunity to coach them.
We actually have somebody that's building with us and staying with us throughout a couple of years, so we actually have a stable coach to show us and teach us more. We're just learning.
Benson also explained that he thought the strength of this team is balance as a whole, but especially on offense with quarterback Arthur Brantley.
Our quarterback, he can run, he can throw. He's one of the best quarterbacks around right now. Running back, he has the best vision I know. So we should be good.
Talent, intangibles, the energy of youth mixed with experience may all prove to be the perfect storm for this year's Tornadoes.
We get hyped up, get ready for the game. It's just something you love.
I'm really excited because we have a really good team this year.
It should be really exciting. They open up at home against the Riverview Rams Friday night, the first night of football Friday night with Adam Cellini and Dwayne Lindo right here on ABC7. And then Mr. Pinkney is already signed on. He's a huge defensive tackle and offensive tackle, but he's going to play D, at least at this point, for USF and Willie Taggart. So
awesome.
Good luck to them. They have a lot of talent, and they're bringing back experience, so I'm really excited to see what they're going to do this year.
And always strong support from the Booker Nation. They always turn out.
Yeah, Tornado Alley.
Yeah.
Hopefully there won't be a tropical storm in Tornado Alley this week.
All right. Don, thank you so much. Well, the Olympic flag is finally in a new home in Asia. The flag arriving in Tokyo, Japan today. The city will host the next Summer Games coming up in the year 2020. Tokyo's governor received the flag at Sunday's closing ceremonies of the Rio Games from Rio's mayor and the president of the International Olympic Committee. Kobe Bryant is being commemorated with his own special holiday. The city of Los Angeles honoring the retired Lakers legend by declaring today Kobe Bryant Day. City council members chose the date because it corresponds with the two numbers he wore during his 20 seasons with the Lakers, 8 and 24. The holiday honors Bryant's service to the city. Yesterday, he also celebrated his 38th birthday. Let's get back to the kitchen now with Chef Judy. She's cooking lunch today with Chef Juan from Brasa and Pisco in Sarasota. Judy?
So let's get started with the tuna because this is so easy for people to make at home, right? Let's start and show us how to crust
we will
it.
Season the ají tuna, salt and pepper, very simple.
Sea salt, kosher salt, always the key.
Salt, yes, no problem. Then a little bit of sesame seed.
And you're using the black sesame seeds,
sesame
great.
seed, exactly.
And that you can find those in any market.
Yeah, just cover both sides, all four sides.
Okay, nice even cut.
Exactly, nice sear.
And what kind of oil are you cooking in today?
Olive oil.
Perfect. Okay, going to give it that rich flavor.
Yes, exactly.
And what do you think about 30 seconds per side?
Yeah, 30 to a minute, no more.
Super easy. Better to undercook it than overcook it. And this is sushi quality. Let's talk a little bit now about, I know you're going to be using preserved lemons. So let's talk about the concept of preserved lemons and basically how you can make it at home.
No problem. Well, what we do is first we get about 5 to 6 preserved lemons. We clean them very good. Once we do that, we cut it into wedges. And then cover it with salt and then just a little bit of water. And then pretty much cover it and leave it there for about a month.
It's just kind of like a cool, nondescript place. Doesn't have to go in the refrigerator, and that really preserves itself. I put mine in mason jars, and it's a great gift. But you have to be patient. This is not going to be an instant return.
The smell is just beautiful.
Oh my gosh, it's just wonderful. So
Exactly.
probably right about now is the time you're going to turn your tuna. You're looking for that rare,
Nice sear.
beautiful, nice sear.
Exactly.
Great. Now I know when we come back, we're going to be doing a lot of combination of different items. So just briefly tell me what ingredients you're going to use.
Well, we're going to use a little bit of scallions, a little bit of chopped ginger, red onions, and the preserved lemons that are already nice cut up with the juice. Very
Oh, beautiful. And make sure you save me some of those preserved lemons because I'm going to want it at the end.
Exactly.
Can people that are making the dish, can they cook the quinoa the day before?
Yes, definitely. The day before or even the morning before.
Perfect, perfect. And you know, quinoa comes in various colors. You're using, obviously, the kind that has different
trio.
colors,
This
but
one
the
is the
trio,
trio.
but you can use red as well. Stay with us. We're coming back, and now we're going to compose the salad, and it is a beautiful one. We'll be right back.
ABC7's My Suncoast News app is better than ever with a brand new design that's faster and easier to use. Download our free My Suncoast News app on your mobile device at your app store of choice. Powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, Eye Comfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Temperatures on the Sun Coast are rising and the deals are hotter than ever during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. You'll feel cooler than ever when you drive away in a new Jeep Cherokee for as little as $19,999 or take home a stylish new Jeep Renegade for just $17,999. How about a new 2016 Jeep Patriot for just $14,999? Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
We've been slow smoking over oak for more than 45 years. And while sticking to tried and true traditions is kind of our thing, it doesn't hurt to throw something new in the smoker every now and then. Come get some slow smoked chicken wings at Sonny's Barbecue. Order them as an appetizer or as part of a combo with pork, baby back ribs, or both, starting at $10.99. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
Live from our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is ABC7 News at noon. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. In central Italy, a devastating earthquake flattens buildings and kills dozens of people. The death toll now stands at 73, and that number has been rising throughout the day. ABC's Ray Ramundi has the latest.
It lasted just seconds, but the emotional impact will be felt for a lifetime. The shock seen on the faces of those who lived through it. Right now, the desperate race against the clock to find people trapped underneath debris. A rescuer tries to calm this woman, asking if she can breathe, before pleading with her to remain calm. People bloodied, covered with dust from debris, destruction everywhere. This person pulled out alive on a stretcher by rescuers, those who experienced the violent tremors, now sharing those horrifying moments.
I think more than anything, it was just this terrible sensation of literally the ground beneath your feet moving and having no clue what to do.
The 6.2 magnitude quake struck just after 3:30 in the morning. The U.S. Geological Survey puts the epicenter just over 100 miles northeast of Rome. The tremors felt across a vast area of the country.
We're alive because we escaped from the window.
The aftermath seen here. Walls ripped from homes, chunks of cement now blanketing roadways. Makeshift triage centers formed to care for those injured. The Italian Prime Minister vowing to rebuild.
We pledge all together that no family, no city, no hamlet will be left alone.
This is the second earthquake in 7 years to hit this region of Italy. In 2009, the 6.3 magnitude quake killed 300 people and demolished towns. Ray Raimondi, ABC News, New York.
Ray, thank you. Back in the States, the race for the White House is getting tense. Hillary Clinton getting some celebrity help in raising money for her campaign. Justin Timberlake and Magic Johnson helping the Democratic nominee. She's also dealing with Donald Trump's campaign calling her out on her ties to the Clinton Foundation. According to an investigation by the Associated Press, more than half of the people outside of government who met with Clinton while she was Secretary of State also gave money to the foundation, as much as $156 million. The chief strategist for the Clinton campaign tells CNN the AP report relied on flawed data. We're also learning before his presidential bid, Donald Trump himself donated more than $100,000 to the foundation, but his campaign says he never profited from a pay-to-play situation.
They've looked at 185 meetings and tried to draw a conclusion from that. I think it's one of the most massive misrepresentations you could see from the data.
It is now abundantly clear that the Clintons set up a business to profit from public office.
Speaking of Trump, he'll be talking this afternoon at a rally in Tampa at the Florida State Fairgrounds. From there, he'll head to Mississippi. We'll be streaming today's rally live from Tampa on our website at mysuncoast.com. Federal officials are cracking down on human interactions with marine mammals, especially dolphins. In Hawaii, NOAA Fisheries are proposing new rules that order commercial companies, swimmers, and snorkelers to stay 50 yards away from dolphins in the wild. Experts say the new rule would likely disrupt Hawaii's dolphin tour industry, but scientists say it's necessary. Experts say activities like swimming with dolphins deprives them of rest during the day, which is when they are most vulnerable. Dolphins are more active at night. Scientists fear growing pressures like tourism are a threat to the animals' well-being, and they need time to recuperate.
Over time, their health may be impacted. They may not nurture their young as well. They may abandon their young. They may abandon their habitat, and they may suffer long-term population-level impacts.
Right now, federal guidelines advise against interacting with dolphins, but the new rules would make violations punishable by civil fines. Whale watchers on the West Coast are surprised when a seal scrambles onto their boat. The video was captured by one of the boaters. It shows the distressed seal trying to get on that boat. Apparently, he was trying to get away from a pod of hungry killer whales. Those orcas circled the boat for about 30 minutes before finally moving on. The seal stayed put on the boat. The boaters nicknamed him Gerald after the famous sea lion from Finding Dory. So he was safe, and a smart seal at that, finding some refuge on the boat. Let's talk now about our hot weather today on the Suncoast. Maybe a better chance for some rain. Josh Stone in for John today. And yeah, it's been hot all week.
Hot all week, and now we're getting back into that summertime pattern again like we had last week with an area of high pressure to our north and northeast that's bringing around that easterly flow. Let's check out the tower cam right now. Well, we're going to show you our current temperature, 90. Well, we'll go back to the tower cam. How about that? There's the Van Wezel. Nice blue sky, looking pretty good, but temperatures are warm, as we just showed you. We teased you just for a second. 91 degrees currently in Sarasota, and our temperatures could rise into the mid-90s today. There you go. It's also muggy with a dew point at 75 degrees. Not much going on the radar for our area, but we will have this radar lighting up by late this afternoon and early this evening. Again, typical summertime pattern with more widespread showers and storms by the latter part of the afternoon. And when I come back, we're going to talk about the tropics and things really starting to ramp up here. So we'll break it down for you coming up in a little bit.
All right, Josh, thank you. In consumer news, Tesla CEO Elon Musk is at it again. He's announcing a new battery pack that can power its cars from 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds, like 2.5 seconds. He's also working on a new version of the Model S powered by that battery pack. The new battery also extends the range of the current Model S vehicles by 20 miles or more to more than 300 miles. But the upgrades don't come cheap. The price tag, $134,000. New technology is looking to curb the number of crashes and fatalities on the roads. Automatic emergency braking systems will soon be standard in 99% of new vehicles. But according to AAA, not all of them are designed to actually stop the vehicle. AAA tested 5 2016 model year cars with the braking system in real driving scenarios designed to push the technology's limits. They found that systems designed to prevent crashes slowed down the speed of the car twice as much as systems that were designed just to lessen the impact of the crash. They also prevented crashes 60% of the time compared to just 33% for those systems that only slowed the vehicles down. Well, if you're sleeping on bed sheets from Target, you may want to check the brand and quality. Target is offering a full refund on 750,000 of its sheets and pillowcases provided by the company Wellspun India. According to a report by Bloomberg, the sheets were branded as Egyptian cotton, but are actually not made from that higher grade material. If you have the sheets, you can request a refund. We have a link on our website at mysuncoast.com. Just click on the link on this story. Let's get back now to the kitchen and culinary director Judy Gallagher to see how lunch is coming along. She's joined today by her guest, Chef Juan from Brasa and Pisco in Sarasota.
Okay, Juan, my favorite time, it's other than tasting, is to mix all the ingredients together. So let's get started.
All right, so first we're gonna do is put about a cup of quinoa.
And that's already pre-cooked.
Exactly.
That's what I love about this. And probably, I know in the restaurant that would serve one, but this dish could probably serve two, right?
Yeah, two even up to 4.
Okay, good.
Yes, so that's about, this one is for about 1.
Okay.
Then about 2 tablespoons of scallions.
And those are chopped really fine. I love, that's impressive,
Oh,
just
yes.
for your chopping skills alone.
Same with the red onions too.
And
They're
nice and
small.
minced. Okay, that's it, because you just don't want to get this big chunk of
Exactly.
onion in this particular dish. It's more refined.
Yes. Then about a teaspoon of chopped ginger.
Okay, perfect. And a teeny bit, a drop of water in your chopped ginger is also going to preserve that,
very
just
good.
like the lemon.
It's very good. Then the preserved lemons.
Oh,
this you have to
yeah.
be really careful because they're very salty.
Okay.
So just be careful. And if you can see, we have the zest, we have everything, not just the pulp.
Exactly. So you really chopped it all up. But I'm glad you
Exactly.
gave that key, because remember, when you're preserving lemons, you're adding that salt, which is going to keep it preserved.
And we can put a little bit of the juice,
Oh,
which
yeah. Ooh.
is the water. A little bit.
This is really a simple, clean dish, isn't
very
it?
simple, and just mix it around. After we do that, we can maybe go ahead and cut the quinoa.
Great. The tuna?
I'm sorry. The tuna.
You've got quinoa in your head. I totally get it, though. Oh, look at that tuna. It's perfect. Nice and bright. Now, for people that don't like tuna, I suppose they could substitute meat or shrimp.
Or even any white fish. if you
Good.
don't like.
Okay.
It's all right. So if now we can go ahead and plate it.
And 3/4 of it is presentation. You want to have a
Exactly.
really good quality ingredients, but then I love how you serve at the restaurant on
Exactly.
slate.
What
'cause
we
it
do is
really
we put the avocado aioli, and just very simple.
nice. And what's in the avocado aioli?
The avocado aioli is avocado, mayonnaise, and a little bit of lime juice. Salt and
Simple
pepper.
enough, and I would put that on a BLT. While you're finishing plating, I'm going to say stay with us, because we're coming back. We'll tell you where you can find the recipe, and I even get a taste in just a few minutes. Thanks, Chef Juan.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
US Med has great news for anyone living with diabetes.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, US Med will ship a new glucose meter right to your home.
And shipping is free.
My new meter uses only a speck of blood, so it's less painful than my previous meter.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, you're covered with US Med. We're welcoming new patients, even if your current provider can't supply you anymore.
I don't even have to test on my fingers anymore. I can test on my hand or forearms, and it's more accurate than my old meter.
So call US Med today, and you'll have a choice of 2 great meters.
One that actually speaks your results, or a meter so small it fits in the bottle of strips.
Act now, and US Med will include a free prescription discount card. We'll also send you a free diabetes cookbook. This is your opportunity.
So call US Med today.
You'll be glad you did.
Don't miss the Weddings of Sarasota 16th Annual Wedding Show at the iconic Sarasota Municipal Auditorium on US 41, Sunday, August 28th from noon to 4 p.m. The runway show is on the stage at 3 p.m. Enjoy hors d'oeuvres and live entertainment. $2,000 in Weddings of Sarasota dollars will be given away after the runway show, but you must be present to win. Make sure to pre-register at weddingsofsarasota.com. Brides and grooms are free if registered by midnight, August 26th. Guests only $5. Weddings of Sarasota. Register today.
Welcome back, everyone. Good to see you on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone in for John Scalzi. And we're going to talk about the tropics. Going to get right into it because here is a broad area of low pressure, okay, just entering into the Lesser Antilles right now, associated with a tropical wave. And right now, as I'm speaking, we actually have an Air Force aircraft in here, reconnaissance aircraft, trying to figure out what the heck is going on with this thing because this is looking more healthy than it did yesterday, and the models right now are kind of all over the place, but we are now getting more of a consistency of this coming our direction. Yesterday, we had a model taking it up to Bermuda, and we had a model taking it down to Aruba, and then we have models taking it into Cuba. But the consensus is this thing is generally going to be moving towards the north and west where we're located. So this could be the big story. And I'll tell you something, I looked at one of our computer models. It's the European model. This model blows this disturbance up into a pretty healthy looking major storm in the Gulf of Mexico and may slam into Louisiana. We definitely don't want that. We don't want any type of storm like that anyway. But boy, if that happens, Louisiana's in trouble. And then also, we're looking at another model that still takes it towards our area and well, we could get a lot of rain out of it. Either way, it has to fight some significant battles here, dry air aloft, high terrain, and some of the islands here in the Caribbean, and also a very strong ridge of high pressure. So stay tuned. We'll keep you updated. Check in with Bob Harrigan at 5 tonight, or go to our website at mysuncoast.com or check us out on Facebook. So once again, tropics starting to ramp up. We actually have a tropical storm out there. It's Gaston, but it's only going in the northern Atlantic and not affecting our area or really anybody else other than shipping interest. Well, easterly flow around this ridge of high pressure that's bringing in showers and storms to the spine of the state as we speak, but things starting to pop up as they edge into our viewing area, and looks like later this afternoon more showers and storms along the Sun Coast, and as we get into tomorrow, well, the same thing happens once again. That's what happens with this summertime pattern with an easterly wind. As we move on, we'll show our temperatures are quite warm at this hour in the lower 90s across the board, but it feels a lot warmer than that. 101 degrees, what it feels like when you walk outside here in Sarasota. Culprit, once again, very strong ridge of high pressure, easterly wind around it. We have those showers and storms develop in the afternoon and also those warm conditions. For the boaters today, well, we're going to have seas 2 feet and moderate chop in the waters here. And then we're going to have our temperature at the beach at 90 degrees, water temperature 87. And also the UV index is rather high at 9. All right, breaking it down for you for this 7-day forecast. We're in the summertime pattern, so showers and storms every afternoon for the next several days. But things start to get interesting with this potential tropical system coming our way by the latter part of this weekend and into early next week. Scott?
All right, Josh, thank you. Charlotte County still looking to fill some open positions this school year. Over the next couple of days, the school district will be holding 2 job fairs to find more bus drivers and food service workers. The first fair is tonight from 4:30 to 6:30 at the Charlotte Town Center Mall in Murdoch. The second fair is tomorrow night during the same time frame at the transportation facility on Carmelita Street near Punta Gorda Middle School. Applicants are being asked to bring a list of references with emailed addresses and their driver's licenses. She's an amazing Suncoast woman whose beauty hid the turmoil she was suffering inside. ABC 7's Linda Carson has this week's Amazing Suncoast Woman.
Meet 2016 Miss Bikini Universe, Sarasota's own Heather Messinger, an athlete from age 3.
I played college volleyball at FIU down in Miami, and unfortunately I had some heart issues that cut my career short.
So she found another career.
I became an elementary education teacher in Sarasota County, and I did that for 6 years. And after I had my second daughter, I went through a pretty dark time.
Everything was going her way. She married the man of her dreams, had a beautiful daughter, and 2.5 years later, another. Then something went terribly wrong.
I went to the doctor and was diagnosed with postpartum depression.
And it got worse.
I woke up one night and swore that I was hearing voices. And my oldest actually ended up waking up, and I was afraid to go upstairs to be with her because I was worried I was going to hurt her.
She and her husband moved in with her mom.
I didn't want to be alone because I was hearing voices. The voices were telling me to hurt my children.
She was then diagnosed with postpartum psychosis.
I was put on antidepressants and anti-anxieties. Unfortunately, my body didn't react well to them, and I think that made some of the symptoms worse.
She and her husband started running. She found a doctor who helped wean her off the medications, and she found a fitness program.
I joined a group called Kathy Savage Fitness, and her whole thing is about empowering women and doing it by nourishing your body instead of depriving it.
To give her a goal to work toward, she entered the Miss Fitness Universe competition in South Beach in Miami, and with her husband and children cheering her on, walked away with the title. Now she's working on a new project.
It's going to focus on fitness, nutrition, health, and so anybody, if they want a physical transformation, I'll help with that. But my main passion is just empowering women, inspiring women, becoming a role model for them, and just letting them know that even if they're going through a hard time, they will get through it.
And her life lesson?
Never underestimate your ability. Life's gonna throw so many things at you. People are gonna throw their opinions at you. And if you have your mind set on something and a goal set, you can really accomplish anything.
Heather has an amazing career path opening in front of her, and she knows every step of the way her husband and her 2 beautiful daughters will be there cheering her on. Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Linda, thank you. LeBron James is getting into the reality show business, but it's not for the shenanigans. We'll explain next. Plus, how singer Adele makes the night for 2 of her fans. That's coming up in entertainment news.
Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? ABC 7 has the information you need. Access our special Surviving a Hurricane now. Learn how to prepare a readiness plan and survival kit. Know your evacuation route. Be prepared, Suncoast, when severe weather threatens. Access our special on our ABC 7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
Just because someone grows older, does that mean they have to grow apart from their friends or from the things they love to do? With Right at Home, it doesn't. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to help with personal care, housekeeping, meals, and most of all, staying engaged in life.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I sure am.
We can provide the right care right at home.
A message from the Pulaski Law Firm. You started there right out of high school, learned your trade and did it well. And the asbestos you handled, well, that was just part of the job. If you worked in the trades and were diagnosed with mesothelioma, get the best care available, then call us. You may be entitled to financial compensation without ever going to court.
Call 800-236-4994.
And see how we can help. Mesothelioma, don't fight it alone.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ for only $299 per month, or a 2016 Lincoln MKX, Lincoln's premium sports utility vehicle, for $339 per month. We also have a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. Drive with the confidence of a 6-year, 100,000-mile comprehensive warranty and complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, family owned and operated, and winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sunny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop head that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Well, you did it again. Simple, pure ingredients, and between the avocado aioli and the preserved lemon, it's bright, it's beautiful. And let's talk about the garnish with the wonton crust.
Yes, the garnish is just a wonton wrap that we cut it into triangle and just fry it. Just very nice touch, nice and crispy.
This is so delicious. I want to buy about a gallon of that sauce. If you haven't eaten at Bras and Pisco, you need to go. Their sauces are incredible. If you want to learn how to make this dish, you can just go on mysuncoast.com, click on the dining page. We have recipes, videos, restaurant reviews. Look at our dining partners, the different restaurants that are there. You can click right through and it'll get it right to their website. So you can see wine dinners, all sorts of events, who's playing on the weekends at Bras and Pisco and more. Juan, thank you so much. It's always delicious when you're in the kitchen. And I'll send it back to you guys now.
Thank you, Judy. A sad day for Law & Order fans. Stephen Hill has died. The actor was known as the grumpy district attorney Adam Schiff on the show, who always delivered his lines with a grumble and a growl. Hill starred on that series for 10 years. The series creator called Hill one of the great actors of his generation and said he's the only actor he's ever known who consistently tried to cut his own lines. Hill was 94 years old. Not everyone is laughing at the new animated comedy Sausage Party. A Canadian labor union has filed a complaint against the animation house behind the hit comedy. The union claims the company failed to pay its animators properly for overtime work on the film. Several animators say they were denied credit on the movie for speaking out about the pay dispute. One of the film's directors says the charges are without merit. LeBron James is getting his own reality show and helping growing businesses at the same time. On the show Cleveland Hustle, 4 business leaders will be matched with 8 entrepreneurs. Each leader selects a business to invest in and then works with the entrepreneur to open a brick-and-mortar store in underserved Cleveland neighborhoods. The purpose of the show is to help grow businesses in his hometown, LeBron James' hometown. Cleveland Hustles will air tonight on CNBC. The Final Five taking in a girls' night in New York City. The U.S. women's gymnastics team attending the Tony Award-winning smash musical Hamilton last night. The show is a hip-hop flavored biography about the first U.S. Treasury Secretary. Afterwards, they greeted the cast on stage. Like Hamilton, the gymnastics team is being celebrated for its mix of races and ethnicities. The Final Five will be taking a 40-city tour beginning next month.
To document this moment because this is like such a life moment, and we asked Adele to come to our wedding and she said yes.
A couple attending an Adele concert gets the surprise of a lifetime. Adele spotted the men dancing during her performance and invited them on stage. She asked them where they were from. One of them said Montana. She admitted she didn't know where that was, but one of them told her Washington State was right next door, which is where they're having their wedding. The couple invited her and she said yes. Both men are entertainers and are networking through their industry contacts to get her an invitation, but they say if she doesn't end up coming to the wedding, it's fine. They will still send her a thank you note for the great experience at her concert.
That's great.
Yeah, that's fun. All right, some uncertainty about the weekend, end of the weekend, early next week because of a tropical system that may or may not form. We just don't know yet,
That's
do we?
true. I mean, we're getting better information in about a 60% chance now in the next 48 hours.
Yeah.
The National Hurricane Center is thinking that this could develop into something, but where it goes, in a general direction to the northwest where we're located. But what it will become is still the question. There's a lot of obstacles for this to go through. But as far as our weather goes, showers and storms every afternoon and warm conditions.
All right, Josh, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful afternoon. We invite you back at 5 o'clock.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, we make sure you get the most for your money. More years, more miles, and when you're ready to sell, you'll get more money back. Come fall in love with the longest-lasting vehicle in its class, the Subaru Outback. Or lease a new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing right now during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Are you one of the millions of Americans suffering from chronic knee pain? Have you been told knee replacement surgery is your only option? Then call now to see if you qualify for a breakthrough, all-natural treatment for knee pain relief. By using an FDA-approved product that replenishes the lubricant in your joints, a cushioning layer is created, allowing you to move smoothly and pain-free. This treatment is covered by most insurance, including Medicare. Call now and get your mobility back.